So, first of all, guys, uh, let me talk about the ML Leo recall for anyone who doesn't know. Oh, actually, wait. Before that, oh my god, they ain't messing around. Oh boy. They are not messing around with this one, let me tell you. Oh my god. Nobody cares about this. Get this out of here. This right here. Okay, now let's talk about the ML Leo change. Um, because a lot of people don't know how recalls work. It actually says it right here. You need to get Roman War Leo to level 50. You have to own him by the time this comes out, I believe, and you have to get him to level 50. And then this option to recall will appear, and you can change him to any other ML4 in the entire game of your choice. And also, for every imprint, you get something called a Meteor Fragment that you can then use on any other 4-star. It's basically an imprint that can be used on anybody. They are also buffing him this Friday. So I bet they're going to try and make him so insanely broken that you don't even want to recall him, you know? You cannot get Angelica with him, no. That would be much too kind. Login event season 2. They offer recalls because people would be pissed otherwise after a character gets nerfed that they put a bunch of investment into, right? You have to get him to level 50 at any point, I believe. I don't think it really matters if it's before or after, as far as I know. I would recommend triple S'ing him and then recalling him, yes. And he only needs to be level 50. So, yeah. And then we don't care about most of this other stuff, right? Let's immediately just take a look at these. So, first of all, let's start with Iseria, all right? You cannot save your selector for the new Angelica, no. Her voice is animation, though? She even has that sick background. Okay, so I believe these base stats are the exact same as her normal base stats. I believe she is a Capricorn Ranger. The only difference is she's now fire, so she's the same pretty much everything, right? Everyone's a little too excited. Damn right we're excited. So, this is a really interesting ability right here. Um, her... Oh, Iseria's Leo? Really? Oh, I guess I'm wrong then. Never mind. So her first soul burn, which is on her S1, doesn't cost any souls, which is really interesting. You don't need any sort of book holder. She can't crit, but she gets 30% increased attack when this is maxed. And after an ally uses an attack that targets all enemies, activates this, which is insane. Increases combat readiness of all allies by 15% and plants a bomb on 2 random enemies. The 2 random enemies is a little bit weird, but this first part is this is really good. It's weird just because you can't choose who gets the bombs, right? So it could be really bad. But this is a really, really good ability. This is her passive. It's a very good ability. Like really strong. Music's too loud? Let me turn it down. I feel like it was pretty quiet, but I guess not for me. Uh I don't believe it can be resisted. From what I have heard, I believe that they changed how bombs work. Can't hear you? How is the music loud? I'm not really sure how the music's loud, but I'm just going to turn it off. Since apparently this song is loud, even though it isn't. But yeah, so I believe that you can plant the bombs no matter what. Only when they explode? Okay, maybe only when they explode. Alright, well, that's good to know, I guess. So yeah, I guess they can 15%, but let's go over to this. This is her S1. Are you the culprit? That's a dumbass name, but whatever. Um, grants extra turn. That's her soul burn. So you get to S1 somebody, dispel 2 buffs, and then, you know, do that. Hey, Mashu, what's up, man? What do you think of this? Mashu, what is your opinion on Cleve being completely dead forever? What's your opinion? How do you feel about that? Actually, let me fix the volume really quick. You'll have to hear it for 1 second. Yeah. Tell me how the music is now. Alright, so. Get to dispel 2 debuffs. The chance actually goes up to 75%, by the way, which is really good. So you're basically guaranteed to dispel at least 1 buff, right? So if they have immunity, you can get rid of it. And you get to do that for free. Get an extra turn, then you get to S3. So if you use her artifact on her, and you open with Cerise or Basar, you can immediately plant 3 bombs on their team and then detonate them with this ability. And decrease their attack, which is kind of cool, right? Mosh, you think both of the units are pretty good? I think the Angelica is a little bit better than pretty good. I think she seems like one of the most broken characters I've ever seen in this game. So that's interesting, right? So damage is proportional to number of turns and number of debuffs for the detonate. The bomb damage is unaffected by number of turns, though. But yeah, so basically, increase the speed of her doesn't really matter too much, but you've already stripped the team usually most of the time with the first attack, and then you decrease attack them, you detonate the bombs, probably up to 3 bombs as well. Kind of insane, right? So her artifact makes it so that she can apply bombs in her S1, which means that you can, you know, S1 somebody to apply that extra bomb, which is really good. Mosh, you might use Mystics to pull for her. Yeah, I think Cleve is completely dead now, so I'm kind of considering skipping Carlos for her. Yeah, so you get to apply bombs. There's basically no character in the entire game other than her that it's good on. So that's her. Now, this character, Light Angelica, feels like a complete mistake. Feels like an absolute mistake. So this character, I actually can't believe that this character is being made. I don't know what they're thinking. So, first of all, for a 4-star, she actually has very good base stats. Her health is not that high, because she's a mage, right? But she actually has a decent amount of speed and defense, and she has effectiveness and effect resist. Uh, yeah, let's hope Light doesn't hear about this character, because it's gonna ruin his day. This character is simultaneously the best cleave character in the game and the biggest cleave counter in the whole game, more than even Politis. So her passive is a really fun ability where you can't be stunned, so you have to kill her, basically. This character has to be killed instantly. Um, which is really fun. Yeah, so you could sleep her, but what, Sage bail her, I guess? Yeah, you can't Cerise S2 her. You can restrict her, technically. You could restrict her so she doesn't actually get the combat readiness. But let's just say that this is pretty broken, right? She lacks a lot of attack. She's not a DPS. I don't really understand what you mean. Why would you use her for damage? She only has S1 for damage. Her S3 doesn't even attack. If cleavers use her to cleave, I mean, you don't use a character like Cerise to cleave, right? The fact that she removes all buffs and then silences their whole team, I feel like, you know, the silence is a pretty big deal. Yeah, she's like Sage Bale. I mean, I would say that she's, like she does no damage, right? She's purely a support, but she's a support that can instantly win you the game on turn one. Um, the fact that she gets pushed up, so she just power crept Adley. Your boy Adley is now power crept. I'm sorry, everybody, but Adley is finally too weak for the game. Sorry, everyone. And 100%, I like how you have to mola this. This is how they get you, right? They force you to mola this ability. So, if you don't have this molded, you're like, oh, I lost because of 5% chance or whatever, right? Um, and dispels a debuff from allies before granting skill null. Like, okay. Yeah, okay. Dispel a debuff so Basaris threes you. She takes the next turn, dispels a debuff, and applies skill null to the whole team. That's real fair. That's really, really fun to play against, I think. Yeah, let's just put the video on, right? Look at this. This is exactly how cleave goes, right? All right, so he starts the S3, That's what you do, right? He even hit the violet. So she just immediately gets the next turn. Then you have this really fun ability where it's a 100% chance to make the whole other team lose a turn. That's really cool. I can't believe this ability is what it is. Why does Broman exist? Why does that character even exist? I don't understand. I just don't get it. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Broman doesn't even have a 100% chance. What? I don't understand. So you basically instantly invalidate immunity, right? I mean, they can 15% you, right? So yeah, you get to just, I mean, they can resist, but that's it. Um, that's crazy, right? Basically, you just lose. I feel like I don't really understand what you're supposed to do. You lose an entire set of turns. That what makes Fairy Tale Tenebria so insane? It's not just the. By the way, this is unable to be buffed, just like Fairy Tale Tenebria, and then she silences their whole team. So honestly, this is a powerful ability against anything in the entire game. Basically, like Basar does a thing similar to this. Briarwitch Iseria does a similar thing. They're the only characters that can strip and apply unbuffable. Fairy Tale Tenebria does something like this. Except, like, like she gets the next turn if you hit the team, right? You have to one shot this character or you lose an entire set of turns. And she's colorless. She's light element, so she can hit anybody. No, Kelatos, that's not how it works. It's a 100% chance to dispel two debuffs, and then it's a 100% chance to do this and a 100% chance to do this. So you can have 15% at any step of the way, right? Yeah, it doesn't hit, so Rem, SSB, Violet, nobody is able to do anything. It just works. Remnant Violet is no longer a character again. Um, you probably want to build her just effect resist and tank overall. I'm assuming cleansers are going to be useful versus her, right? To exchange Emoleo, yes, he must be level 50. I will demonstrate it after going over all this stuff. Also, so for S1, this is a really good ability. This is actually genuinely a good ability. Like, actually good. It's a 50 wait, no. It's a 75% chance to counter. Or not to counter. I'm such a dumbass. I was reading chat. It's a 75% chance to silence, not counter. 75% chance to silence, which is insane. On an S1, that like made Chloe has a 40% chance to stun. When you're silenced, you may as well be stunned most of the time, right? Oh yeah, and then it's actually kind of like Made Chloe, where oh you're silenced. Well, we also decrease your combat readiness. Yeah, this 4-star hero is like the biggest power creep I've ever seen. I like every one of her abilities is a top tier ability. Um, I feel as though this character could, yeah, and 100% chance on Soulburn. I feel as though this character could completely change the entire game. Um, yeah. So yeah, if Pavel S2's your team, your whole team now has skill nullifier. He cannot do anything. Designer a little bit counter her? Mm, not really, to be honest, because you get skill nullifier from her, and yeah, no, I wouldn't say designer a little bit even really counters her. Not that designer a little bit's horrible against her. Designer a little bit can work against her, for sure. It feels like if you're fighting against her, yeah, you have to have somebody like DJ Basar or somebody to remove the silence from your team. Because here's the thing, keep in mind, if you look at her base stats, for instance, where did they have her? She's not like a super tanky character or anything, right? Like, she's easy to kill. So the way people have to build her is they have to build her with enough speed, enough tankiness, and enough effectiveness and effect resist. People aren't going to be able to go with high effectiveness, is my thought. So I think people are going to go into the other stats, depending on how they use her, right? If you're using her more defensively, you probably won't go as much into effectiveness. If you're using her really offensively, like a cleaver, you'll probably go very high effectiveness and speed, and that's it. Celine might prevent her from being in cleave. I kind of doubt it, to be honest, overall. Yeah, if her Soulburn was ignore ER and S3, then I think the game would be officially over. uh, well, we'll have to see how this shakes out, but I think this character is beyond broken and is going to completely change not only cleave, but just openers in general in the game. Yeah, and cross, yeah. Tell me if the music's too loud. What are we gonna call her? I don't know. Just call her Angel or something before someone makes some dumb name like Angel of Angel or something on Reddit. Like AOL. Yeah. Call her Broken? Yeah, so Broken over here is pretty good, right? This character feels like a permanent ban for the rest of time. No, Warbald. I don't think Anal is a good name for her. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna have maintenance. This is home. Oh, baby. Oh my god. I 100% agree with New. Can we cut this whole part out, this second part out? I like Hazel a lot, okay? But I can't even like get this out of my face when I could be looking at this. Also, I know there's some Fang enjoyers probably here in chat, you know? Got the little Fang. I know some people like that on their favorite anime waifu. Uh Angelica somehow got mad hips suddenly out of nowhere. She suddenly got maximum hip game. More than anybody else, really. Like, crazy hip game. Um, Somehow they made a character that I think looks awful actually look amazing, completely amazing. Um, like 10 out of 10. You know, I that is unexpected to me. Yeah, Rule 34, get on it. All right. Yeah, so gotta get your Roman War Leo to level 50. The artifact artwork, we can take a look at it. So what's this other stuff? Oh, Amazon Prime. Wait, extension? Hey, sick. We get an extension to the Amazon Prime thing. The gift code is EPIC7 with the number 7 at the end. Is the password. Other improvements. Nobody cares about this. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Bye, Emilio. Hi, Emo Quazu. That's me. That right there is me. This guy totally gets me. Okay. Sermia is getting a banner, you know, I guess because, you know, they're trying to plug the fact that she gets that costume in the side story. Everyone's favorite, Bayon Sazan. Nobody cares about this. You know, Mr. Carlos here, I was actually kind of interested in him and thought he might be good. Now I think he's a giant piece of dog shit because Angelica's about to ruin the entire game. He's literally dead on arrival. They literally are announced. It was actually a poor marketing decision on their part. They just announced a character that hard counters an MO5 coming right before, which to me doesn't really make all that much sense, honestly. He's literally Loser Charles. He is literally Loser Charles. He is dead on arrival. It's actually insane. Yeah, they made an ML5, then they announced an ML4 that destroys this character in every aspect. They hate him. They absolutely hate this character. I think they actually just designed it because people are always saying, "Hey, where's Charles? Where's Kayron? We want ML Charles and Kayron." And so they're like, "Oh, you want ML Charles? Okay, here, fine. Stop complaining." And they're like, and everyone's like, "No, wait, go back, stop." So you better be ready for ML Kayron. He's gonna be even worse. ML Kayron's gonna be countered by like every character in the game. Yeah, he has a 2-week shelf life. Oh yeah, this artifact. Oh, we saw the front. Now we see the back, right? Um, I don't know. This is some like weird PvE crap. No, like I guess you use this with water gun shooter on your like one-shot team or something crazy, but not really. Yeah, Fire Charon's already nerfed by everybody. No, I'll open that. I'll keep it open. Oh yeah, so we get a weapon, we get a chest piece, and we get some boots. Blazing Souls, beautiful. That's what I like to see. We got a background, a nice summer background that no one's ever gonna use. Um, yeah, we also have this sick mini game that is replacing RTA. I hate to say it, guys, but RTA is dead now. Epic 7 has just killed Epic 7 and replaced it with this amazing piece of PvP. I know that I'll be trying to get to Legend in this new Haikyuu game mode. There also, little known fact, the next collab coming in next week, and it's Haikyuu, and this is the teaser. So I hope you guys are excited about that. And that seems to be kind of the gist of this whole patch here, right? That seems to be it. So, yeah. Nice.